Okay, so we're gonna decompose a function, which is the reverse of composing a function. Instead of taking two functions and composing one with the other to make a new function, you are going to start with a single function and you're going to split it apart into two. So that if you were to compose those two functions together, then you would get back what you started with. So the easiest way to do this is to um, look for some kind of expression under grouping symbols like a fraction bar, a radical, absolute value, bars, something that's being raised to an exponent, anything that looks like it's in some kind of grouping symbol like a container, you're going to look for an expression like that. And I see that in actually two different places in this problem. I see that square root symbol to me as a grouping symbol, kind of groups all this together. And so if I take out and remove that entire expression right there for my g of x function, then my f of x function would be everything else that wasn't removed, which is a square root symbol, and then that whole entire expression that we pulled out is going to be replaced with an x. So if I asked you to compose me f of g of x, you would take all of this expression and put it over top of the x above, and you would get back what you started with. So you pull out or you take out and remove an entire expression under some kind of grouping symbol, and when you remove it, you replace it with a singular x, and then your g of x is what you removed, and your f of x is everything else with that expression replaced with an x. Now I have one more method that I can do and or do for this problem right here. I could take this expression with my x term in it. I don't have any x's anywhere else. I can take this expression with my x term in it that is under that fraction bar, and I can remove that. So I'll take the 3x plus 6, I'm going to pull it out, use that as my inner function, and then wherever I remove my expression, I need to replace it with an x. Everything else gets copied down, so my root is still there, my 2 is still there, didn't touch my fraction bar. The only thing that I pulled out of there was the 3x plus 6, and I will replace it with an x. And then if I recomposed f of g of x and put this 3x plus 6 back over top of that x, I would get back what I started with. So there are two answers for that problem right there. It's up to you which one you do. I probably would take the easier of the two and do the problem on the left, but either one works.